Hey guys, come in and shut the front door. This is the craziest family secret story of all time. I have to share it with you. Now listen, if at the end of this video you can honestly say you saw the end coming, put in the comments and I will give you a prize. If you can honestly say, yes, I saw it coming. I guessed it before it was revealed. If you can say that, put it in the comments and you will get a prize. This is the craziest family secret story of all time. All right, let's get it. And you have to follow very closely or you might get lost, yeah? Okay, so Melissa is 16 years old. Her best friend is Carla, who is also 16 years old. So Melissa and Carla are both 16 years old and they are best friends. Melissa goes to a barbecue at Carla's house, and it's a family barbecue, and it's at Carla's house. Now during the barbecue, so the barbecue's happening in the garden. During the barbecue, Melissa decides to go to the toilet, which is inside the house. So she leaves the garden, and on her way to the toilet, she walks past the living room, and in the living room, she overhears Carla's dad and Carla's aunt. Now Carla's aunt is Carla's mum's sister. So Melissa overhears Carla's dad and Carla's aunt having an argument in the living room. And Carla's aunt says she needs to know I'm her real mother. She needs to know who her real parents are. Carla's dad says, no, don't tell her. It's too late now. She's 16. It will only cause pain. Melissa hears this and is like, wow-wee. So Melissa forgets about going to the toilet. She just goes back in the garden and keeps her mouth closed and just tries to act normal. But as the day goes on, she needs to pee. So she goes back into the house to go to the bathroom. Goes past the living room and goes to the bathroom. When she gets to the bathroom, the door is supposed to be closed, but it's not closed. She pushes it open and she finds Carla's dad and Carla's aunt in the bathroom having sex. They see her and quickly get dressed and they say to her, please, please don't say anything. So remember, Carla's dad and Carla's aunt are in the bathroom having sex. Melissa, who is Carla's best friend, has walked in on them. They get dressed and they're pleading with Melissa not to say anything to anyone about what she just saw. Melissa says, I can't do that to my best friend. She has to know everything. So Melissa runs downstairs, takes Carla to the side, and tells her everything she has heard and everything she has seen. But Carla does not believe her. And Carla calls her a liar and tells her to leave. Melissa leaves in tears and goes for a long walk. After the long walk, Melissa goes home. So Melissa goes to her own house. When Melissa gets home, she opens the door, goes into her living room and finds her mum, her dad, but also Carla's dad and Carla's aunt. And Melissa's angry. She says to her parents, what are these two doing here? They're a bunch of dishonest liars. Carla's dad says, I need to explain, it's not what it looks like. Melissa says, what do you mean it's not what it looks like? Then she turns to Carla's aunt and says to her, you need to tell Carla that you're her mother, that you're her real mother. Carla's aunt says, no, Carla is not my daughter. You are. Bombshell, right? So when Carla's aunt said in the living room, I need to tell her who her real mother is, she was referring not to Carla, but to Melissa. Bombshell. Melissa turns around and looks at a woman who she's believed to be her mum her whole life, but that woman's in tears. So she looks at her dad and says, "Dad, is it true?" Then Carla's dad says to Melissa, "He's not your father." Double bombshell. Then Melissa goes, "So who is my father then?" Then Carla's dad says, now pause, who do you think Melissa's father is? If you think you know, pause the video and put it in the comments right now. If you guess it, you're gonna get a prize. So he says to her, "Your father is Carla's mum." Melissa goes, "What? How can Cynthia be my father?" Then he says to her, "He was born John, but had a sex change shortly after you were born." Whoa, right? So, did you see that coming? If you did, you are a prophet or prophetess, put your name in the comments, you get a prize. Secondly, if you are Melissa, what do you do now? Or what should Melissa do now with this bombshell? The craziest family secret of all time. Let me know in the comments. All right, check out Podcast Boys. Peace, I'm out.